Hi Pisces, and welcome to your reading for the week beginning the 1st of June 2025. The energy coming up for you around this reading is of judgment. Judgment is final tests. It's where you're being tested to see what you will and won't accept in your life. If something doesn't feel quite right for you, then don't settle for it, basically. And it's not what anyone else thinks. It's about your truth and honesty and integrity to yourself. What is right for you? These are final tests. So if you are being authentic and you say no to things that aren't right for you and focus on what is your truth and be honest with yourself, then you get what you want. So let's have a look and see what else is coming up for you. So you are being asked here, what do you want? What can you bring in to do with your own success? And this is also financial success. And this is the line of thought and wishes and hopes and dreams. And what we think of and emotionally charged thought is what we attract. So they are saying here that when you focus on what you want and this financial stability, you'll start to bring it in. This isn't right now, it's a little bit over the horizon. And you may have not achieved some of the goals that you've set out before, and that may be affecting your self-confidence and self-esteem in some way. But this is, everyone's having the Tower at the moment. This is a matter for, it's like a chance to break free from your old beliefs or situations and pave a new path forward. You are capable of carrying a very heavy load, and you have worked very hard, and sometimes it's disappointing when things don't happen. I know that's happened to me before in business, where I've worked very hard at something, a project, and it hasn't paid off, but it's about picking yourself up and rebuilding. And so this is really an opportunity to rebuild with new knowledge and a stronger foundation, which will, then last longer and lead to these new beginnings and a sense of peace. It's leaving turmoil for peace. It's doing things routinely and having structure in your life. There are people coming up here. These are the spirit guides, actually, your spirit guides, and they're saying they're closer than you think. They're right with you, and so you can ask for help with this as well. This could also be talking about someone who's passed over who it was a member of your family being with you. You can ask for help from them, but there are other spirit guides around you as well. This is also saying that you will have people coming in to help you, and some of these people may be in positions of authority, and they may help you bring about this financial success that keeps coming up. It's coming up in your line of karma as well. And this focus you may be focused very much on this at the moment. So the question is, it's about not wasting time. It's about, even if you feel like you've been unsupported in your work and your work is boring and hard and not what you want to do, it's about starting something, getting out of bed. The Hangman is suspension, and of course the Four of Swords is about a pause. So things have been on pause to a large extent. But now when ace comes up next to it, it means that suspension has been lifted. So this is about you moving forward. And the Ace of Swords is long-term. And the way I was taught many years ago, the traditional way of reading tarot, is that the Ace of Swords is 10 years. at least. So these are big, significant shifts in energy. So what do you want? What at the end of your life will you be happy with, and what will you regret? And it's also about balance. Because you've been working so hard, there is a need for play, and there's joyful people coming up here, and these are invitations and people loving being around you. This is throughout your whole life. This is the public, and it's reflected here. So both of these are about groups of people appreciating you. There's nothing negative here in this line of karma, and this is also the line of the subconscious. So you have good health. It's about being grateful for the things that we have and then building on them. It's time to put yourself first and make yourself happy, and think about the things that where you've been happy in the past. Was it lying on a beach with no one around, or was it traveling? Was it where you had more choices? These are the things that are coming up. This could be a divine counterpart. This is actually the card of Pisces next to the King of Cups, which indicates a divine counterpart, whether you're male or female. And thinking about what you want to do with love. This is, again, what do you really want? Who will you be happy with? And this is someone coming in who is a member of your soul group. And so there'll be that, if you're not with them already, when they come in, you'll feel that knowing that, I've known you before, or there's a feeling of comfort. Of course, when someone isn't right, you won't have that. You'll have that uncomfortable feeling of, oh, I don't know if they're the right one. If they're not the right one, there's not much point being with them, in my opinion. So these are very lovely cards. There's a removal of the blocks here, and Pisces are very strong. So you can rebuild what you need to rebuild to create what you want. Let's put some more cards down and have a look and see what else is coming up. They are talking here about modern forms of communication and new opportunities, and regaining your passion to do with your wishes and hopes and dreams and your creativity. But this is also self-love. When these come up together, the Tower is having lost self-esteem or self-confidence in some way, and regaining that through self-love, so through self-care, through no negative self-talk or negative thought. The karmic wheel is turning to the chapter of your life where you need routine and structure, and you may be juggling more than one situation or opportunity, because two opportunities are coming up here, and this is the Two of Pentacles is the card of juggling situations. So this is over the next couple of years, but there's great passion here, and it is to do with what you want to bring into your life. You are very good. Often I find Pisces people are good with technology. Often they have Aquarius planets in their chart, and but also this is something new, and it brings about this new wealth, really, or ability to create wealth. So have fun with these ideas. This is a star seed connection, more of a masculine energy, very grounded, very wise, who's with you. It could be someone who is a starseed but you also knew when they were incarnated on Earth. So they have left the earthly plane and have peace and beauty around them, but they are here to guide you as well, and you've guided each other and helped each other throughout different lifetimes. Don't scatter your energy too much. Don't think of too many things, because there are many. You have a lot of talent and ability, And these are lots of different ideas and scattering your energy. They're saying, don't think of too many things. Bring it back to now. What can I create now? What will make me happy now? And just, I always say this, but keep it to yourself, because sometimes if people are very much into the way things, hierarchical structures, or, you go and work for the bank, or you go and work for the government or something, they may be naysayers and maybe trying to put what they think onto you. So until you feel like you have actually created this and put everything in place, possibly keep it to yourself. So I know the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, look negative. The Five of Wands is about competition, and but it's also about your passion and pushing through challenges. It's actually a call to action, and the key to this is through being organized and having routines to create this. That's the emotional lesson. The other thing is here, moving away from people who are very negative. So really, both of these cards together often indicate working. I often see this around politics, or people who are in, work environments that are very negative. So thinking about moving on from any situations like that, or moving away from any negative people, any sort of drama, people giving you mixed messages to do with love, making that decision. It's very important. And planting seeds for your own long-term success. It's very exciting when things start happening, but this is almost like an incubation period that you're going through, and thinking about overcoming any strength is about the higher self overcoming the lower self. So the lower self is the ego, or the negative ego, and the higher self is connecting to, your true purpose. Again, it's next to the card of the Magician, which is why you came to Earth. What is your mission? What is important to you? And it may affect your home in some way. Sometimes that means, you're traveling a lot more, but it can also mean that you're working from home or spending more time at home. It just affects home in some way. But once you set your sights on what you want, once you plant the seeds and ask for the help from your spirit team, then this is divine intervention. So there is help on the way. This is like the arrival of the cavalry. And that's why you don't need to be around people who are trying to keep you down. It's important to be around people who are supportive. You haven't always had that, but that time is ending now. And Pisces is very psychic, so you're being asked to listen to your emotions, sudden ideas that come up. Look how many opportunities. You've got all of the pages here. You've got lots and lots of ideas, and Pisces are creative, so it's about listening to that creative self. You might be creating something that's never been done before. This is 5 or 6 years, and expanding on, working very hard over 5 or 6 years. You may have already been working very hard over 5 or 6 years, but this is, if you have been and you haven't been getting anywhere, it's about thinking about some of these alternatives. The Knight of Swords is also opportunities, so that you do have a lot of opportunities coming in. You don't have to stay stuck where you are. And you may have these ideas coming up over and over again until you realize your full potential. You can't stay in something that is boring. Some of you, it looks like you've been stuck in a boring job, and you feel like you don't have any alternative, but you do. The Eight of Swords is about being stuck in one place, but it's because of your own thoughts. This building on the cliff is your potential. So if you turn around, you can move towards your potential. Oh, well, this is lovely. This is about a committed relationship. In fact, it's a wedding, and it's a long-term relationship, a long-term commitment. Sometimes, I suppose, well, often the Four of Wands these days just means commitment, but I find with the Three of Cups, it's a celebration. So really, those two cards together mean marriage. But you may live together first. This is someone who likes to spend time at home, but they're not boring. They're fun. They're interesting. They're quite open and honest and have an interesting point of view. And but also have emotional intelligence. Family is important. Or that sense of family. You feel like family, or they feel like family to you. Again, clearing out old relationships of regret, relationships that are no longer of benefit to you, or perhaps never were. Keeping your hope and positivity, working towards those goals. This is all about change. So see the goal, reach that goal, see the next goal. This is the card of Aquarius, and Pisces being next to Aquarius. A lot of Pisces have Aquarian planets, and it's about keeping on moving forward. You're going through change, significant change, and this is away from the way things were before, and connecting more and more with your higher self, what you're here for, and being your own authority on earth. But it's about being authentic, as I said before. Friendships are coming up and opportunities from the past. There's so many opportunities here. They're saying don't fight wars that don't exist within yourself about this. You can make this happen. You may need to create some sort of change around how you do things. For example, I've only just started this YouTube channel, but now I have to do all of my readings in the all my personal readings in the afternoon, and I do my YouTube channel in the morning. I have to put my phone on do not disturb. Creating boundaries so that you can create what you want. And overcoming fear. Yes, when we go through change, fear comes up, but this is saying that you have the methods and the ways of doing things to overcome this. This is, again, like I said before, the Ace of Swords is great victory over the difficulties that you've been through. Next to the Ace of Wands, which is about your path, one step leading to another, to another, to another, to another, which fits with having a goal, reaching that goal, seeing the next goal. Go with this, this is the card of meditation. I always encourage people to meditate, because when we find that space between thoughts, that feeling of peace, it's imperative, and we know what our path is. Fear is the opposite of freedom, and so don't buy into all the media, don't read the papers, don't watch TV. You don't want to be brainwashed by whatever they want you to be brainwashed by. You need to be creative and work out your own what is true and what isn't, to do with your intuition. But it's about slipping off these chains now and being free to follow your path. So we'll just have a look at some other messages. We'll see what your star seeds are wanting you to know. Again, oh my goodness. This has come up so many times. The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. Of course, today, well, I'm doing this before, but when this reading is the 1st of June, and in Australia that is the first day of winter. But really the void is the collective unconscious where creative thought comes from. And again, this is all about creativity. We'll see what they say about these ideas that you're having and how to start bringing them in. These are the Abraham Hicks cards, ask when it is given. I have my eyes shut so I can't see them. The most important law in the universe. Every thought vibrates, every thought radiates a signal, and every thought attracts a matching signal back. We call that process the law of attraction. The law of attraction says, that which is like unto itself is drawn. So that's why focus and visualization and affirmations are so important. It's about raising your vibration, also meditation. Raise your vibration in any way that you possibly can. Walking in nature, being with people you love, having fun, laughing, being joyful. These are the Dream Song Oracle, which is a brand new oracle that's just come out. Make space for change. Again, this fits very much with the void. And meditation and finding peace within your thoughts. So, aren't they beautiful cards? Pisces often love nature and being outdoors. These are the nature Earth Song Oracle. Even if they're not really connecting with nature, they love sport. A lot of Pisces men love sport. Oh, that one's fallen out. Spring, new beginnings, birth, promise. Time to manifest your dreams and bring your ideas to fruition. Well, that just fits with what we were just talking about very much. Well, this is asking you to move away from people who are stubborn, aggressive, the relationships that are difficult. Dealings or a relationship with a younger woman. Some of you men may be attracting a younger woman, or you women may be having some sort of friendship or relationship with a younger woman. Good luck. Good luck, Pisces. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Even though things have been challenging, they're really, really improving now. So thanks for listening and watching, and have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. God bless.